Hi everyone, I'm speaking to you from the beautiful indigenous forests of wilderness in Western Cape in South Africa. And I wanted to speak about something that's become incredibly close to my heart over the last few years, something that I've been working towards understanding. If you follow my work, you'll know that I am an interspecies communicator, and I've been working professionally for nearly 20 years now, communicating with animals of all species, from dogs and cats and pet mice to lions and elephants and insects even. And we can also communicate with trees and landscapes and mountains. It's all about connecting with the heart, with our heart energy. But is that enough? That's what I've been asking myself the last few years. We can connect and feel that beauty, that love, that respect and joy, which are the three keys to communicating with all species. Love, respect and joy. And when we connect in to those realms, those unseen realms, that frequency that cannot be seen but can only be felt, we could easily just exist in a bubble of bliss. But once we really start connecting, we start realizing that we need to do something about keeping that beautiful vibration at its height. We need to do something more than just meditate and be in that blissful state. We need to bring it into the physical. We need to start transforming the destruction and chaos of the physical realms that we live in and that we have participated in just by being human and living in today's modern world, to start becoming sacred activists, as Andrew Harvey has coined the term, sacred activism, love in action. So what are we going to do to keep these beautiful indigenous forests? I'm so blessed to be able to come here almost any time that I want, travel allowed in these strange times. But how do we keep it safe? How do we keep it being more than just a beautiful place to be? People living on the edge of these beautiful wilderness areas are not always living in harmony with nature. The baboon troops that come through here and the monkeys cause havoc in people's homes, and people get angry. And do we have that right? Most people think they do. We all kind of feel ownership of our own space. But there is a space for everybody. There is a place to come to terms with wildlife, to live in harmony with them. And by working on that energetic, spiritual level as well as on the physical level. So you can't ask a baboon to stay away from your house when you have windows open and a lovely loaf of bread and some ripe avocados and fruit on the windowsill. They are not going to stay away if you tempt them like that. Even if you threaten them, most primates will take the risk. We know that on the physical level. So many people think that, oh, if we can just talk to the animals, they'll do our bidding. It's not like that. We need to come to a mutual understanding. And that is what living in harmony is all about. We need to move away from this separate world where there's people who are killing problem animals, so-called problem animals, with no consequences for the humans who are actually inviting those problems or causing the problems in the first place. And then there's the other side, who are the very angry activists, who rightfully so feel almost helpless and are protesting, but they get labeled as emotional, unrealistic humans. But where's the middle path? Where's the balance? And for me, that is sacred activism. That is where we can start negotiating with those other humans that are not as in tune, perhaps. I don't want to sound superior in any way, but I suppose one does feel a bit superior when we feel like we are working on a higher vibration, that we understand animals and the way nature can work in harmony with love and respect. And respect is probably the key word here, because it's about respecting each other's boundaries, respecting the wild being that is coming into your space, or that you're coming into their space. And it is also getting them to respect your space so that you can come to a mutual agreement. Now, we know that that is possible, but many people don't. So how do we start moving that energy that we know exists into the world where most people feel it doesn't exist at all, that there is only the physical? And it's not about convincing people, it's about leading in practice. So if you can show people a new way of being, you're halfway there. It is about being open-hearted. It's about forming partnerships, or the new term that is working so well is partnerisms, where people actually start understanding each other and understanding each other's needs. And if we can all get into that space of understanding unconditional love, which is more than just the human love, it's what connects us all, perhaps we can make a difference. But it's not going to help just sitting on your mountain like I am here, meditating. We can do that, we need to do that, absolutely, to get guidance from our spirit guides, from nature, from the animals themselves. But then bring that guidance into physical form. Find out what you can do to help. And it's not just about helping nature and animals and plants and trees. It's about the whole and creating that connection with other people as well. And if we can do that, we have hope. So I'm doing it. I'm trying my hardest to do it. What are you going to do? One of the things that I was called to do was my heart work, heart energy achieving real transformation. And I've done a number of hour-and-a-half webinars that are free for you to participate in. So you'll find them on my website, animaltalkafrica.co.za. But I've taken it into the physical realm as well, where Starline Journeys has become accessible to everybody all around the world, working with this heart energy. So have a look at the starlinejourneys.org site to see how you can participate and how you can start learning how to achieve real transformation in the physical world, working with your heart energy, getting guidance directly from Mother Nature, sitting in conversation with her, and then sharing that message, finding the tools to get that message through to the right people. That's what it's all about. So I am looking forward to connecting with you online, as is how the world is becoming, and in a way it's wonderful and in a way it's frustrating, but thank heavens that we can still connect with each other on this strangely physical world, if not in physical presence, and we are always connecting with our hearts. Thank you for listening to me. I hope it's made sense. I hope it inspires you to do something. Go and find a cause that you would like to support, that you feel called to help, whether it's planting trees or helping rhinos and elephants, or even just looking after the bees, which is probably one of the most important aspects of the physical world. Find something that you can support in a physical level. Find how you can work with your heart energy to help. And may you have many, many African blessings on your journey. Thank you for joining me.